All right, happy Wednesday. We're halfway through the work week and we have some rain on the radar. Not as much expected today compared to the last several days, but a couple of isolated downpours will be possible as the heating of the day gets going. Most of the rain today will be towards Houston, southeast Texas, western Louisiana. That's where it's going to be a little bit more active for the next 24 hours. Yes, we'll see a couple of showers here, just like what we're seeing on radar. I think the coverage remains at this level for the next several hours here in San Antonio and around the hill country and around the region. So we'll take a look at radar right now. You can see a couple of downpours widely scattered. We'll start on the northwest side. This is outside of Helotes along Bandera, northwest of Gray Forest. There's Bandera Road between there and Cross Mountain. There's a few of these downpours moving towards the north, towards Beckham and off of I-10. This is right around the Dominion. So you can see a pretty good shower right over the Dominion I-10. We'll zoom out. We'll show you the movement of these storms. These particular ones are developing and now have a southeast movement. So heads up for Helotes. I think some of this will move into your area. This is going to cross over Scenic Parkway. There's Orange Tower Drive, and then there's Scenic Loop Road, Ranch Parkway. Pretty good downpour moving closer to Helotes. I don't think there's this will last very long, but anywhere from Helotes outside of 1604 on the northwest side, that's where a downpour is at. Same thing with, I would say, between the Dominion and La Cantera and let's say towards Chavano Park. Pretty much outside Chavano Park, right over here, is again some bike trails right off of I-10, and that's 1604 north. And then UTSA Boulevard. A couple of light sprinkles. I think most of this is cloud cover, but there are a few light sprinkles out there on the northwest side. Heavier downpours outside of the loop. Northeast side, not much action. Maybe a little bit of a downpour right inside Live Oak near Lookout Road. Again, some of this is just clutter, some low-level clouds, but there is a stronger return on radar over Live Oak near Agora Parkway and near that shopping center right there. On the northeast side of San Antonio. Widely scattered sprinkles between there and Converse, Windcrest, Kirby, between there and Benz Engelman Road. A couple of downpours you can see over the Frost Bank Center, east of the Alamo Dome. This is Houston Street, Commerce, Aransas Avenue, towards Westfall Avenue and Martin Luther King Drive. Nothing severe. This is just a decent downpour. It gets heavier down Highway 87. This is between Paula Drive and Rice Road, and, along Lakefront Street. So, it's pretty good rain out there. Very widely scattered rain, and some of these are stronger in intensity, especially over FM 1516 and Wood Lake Parkway. This is on the eastern side of San Antonio, just outside of Kirby. Speaking of Kirby, good downpour over there. Some moderate to light rain outside of Kirby. I would assume that this is moving more towards the south. Yeah, and it's also falling apart. So I think as storms and showers develop, they'll last probably about 15 to maybe 30 minutes at most, and they'll rain themselves out. But that'll be enough time to travel across the city, especially closer to China Grove. This is 410 on the southeast side, northwest of Sulphur Springs. A pretty good downpour out there. Moving west and southwest between Valley High and Von Ormy, both those locations are dry. But between there and Old Pearsall Road, it's raining pretty heavy. Maybe an occasional thunder, clap, but that's about it. Most of this, let me see. Let me turn on Lightning Tracker. It should be on already. Yeah, Lightning Tracker is on, and we're not seeing much intensity in regarding lightning strikes in these storms. They are representing pretty good downpours. You can see with the red colors on reflectivity. That's pretty good heavy rain across northwest Bexar County, and especially inside the loop between Old Pearsall Road, Valley High, and Medina Base Road, where a pretty good downpour is moving through the west side and southwest area of Bexar County. And again, these have a south and southeast movement, not lasting very long, non-severe, but with that being said, they're still producing a fair amount of rain in about 15 to 30 minutes, which can lower the visibility and things like that and create slick roadways, so just be careful. So heating of the day will help fuel a couple of these isolated storms and showers. And I think that'll be the coverage today, widely scattered. around the area. You can see as we move southeast down I-37 and east towards Wilson County, Karnes and Cuero, between Nixon, Karnes City. Pretty good rain out there. Now, these are producing lightning, so these are a little bit stronger. I think the main takeaway, the farther east and southeast you go today, the heavier the rain will be. As a matter of fact, towards Houston, I think there'll just be moisture loaded this afternoon, and that'll help produce even more rain. So again, a few showers and storms around here, widely scattered, running at like 40%, but the coverage of rain will ramp up down I-10 towards Houston and towards Galveston and towards the middle Texas coast. Towards the hill country, more rain for the recharge zone. That'll be good news. Let's zoom in. You can see a couple of more spotty downpours between Lakey, Camp Wood, Bandera, Lake Hills. A few showers south of Castroville in the last 2 hours, but those have been mostly south of Highway 90. But this is still great news for the drought, especially across Bandera County. They saw so much rain the last couple of days, but more rain for the recharge zone for this particular region in our area. It's dry in Lakey, dry in Sabinal, but notice in Utopia, we'll stop the clock in our western area west of San Antonio. Pretty good downpour materializing. That'll move into Utopia in the next 15 to 20 minutes. But remember, these are lasting probably 15 to 30 minutes. They're not long-tracked thunderstorms, but they are still producing a good amount of rain, but they will not last very long. But that one in particular is moving south into Utopia right now. A little rogue downpour between Uvalde and La Pryor. Same thing outside of Batesville, Pearsall, and Cotulla. A couple of downpours on I-35 if you have any friends or family between Lytle and Pearsall and down to Laredo. A couple of downpours dotting the landscape down I-35. And it goes all the way northeast. You can see a latest scan on radar right over Old Pearsall Road. We just checked on that. Pretty good rain shower out there. Widely scattered from there to Columbia Heights to the Alamo Dome right south of the Frostbank Center between Houston Street, Rigsby Avenue, and Roland Road. Pretty good downpour over there and just outside of Martin Luther King Drive. This will continue to move across I-10, and this will impact this area. Again, it'll rain itself out pretty fast, just a heads up there. But something to keep an eye on. More heavy rain towards Sinclair Road, Rice Road, and Paula Drive, just along Lakefront Street on the east and southeast side of Bexar County. You can see how the coverage is widely scattered to isolated. Most of us not seeing rain at the moment, but if you are seeing rain, especially in these red colors on radar, that's where the rain is the heaviest this afternoon. Let's take a look at the models and see what's going on. Yeah, we need all this in Medina Lake. They got some pretty good rain last couple of days. And as a matter of fact, the what is it? Let me see. Let me show you guys an update on this. So Medina Lake, I think yesterday, we checked the level, still at 2 to 3% full, not doing well, but look at this. These were an update from last night along our rivers, the Nueces River and the Medina River. As you can see, West Nueces towards Brackettville, Laguna, and below Uvalde, those are either rising or now starting to go down, starting to fall. And especially Medina River at Bandera, that's falling. But the good news about this, it peaked at 9.38 feet yesterday. And that amount of rain, that amount of moisture surging in is going directly into Medina Lake. So that's one good news about where the rain's falling. It fell a lot across the hill country. Areas near Kerrville yesterday, this morning, a couple days ago, last 48 hours, picked up over 6 inches of rain around Kerrville. The official site in Kerrville picked up 3.64, but west of Kerrville towards Ingram, where a lot of the video came out yesterday, a lot of our rain estimates is picking up on 6 to 7 inches of rain in the last couple of days. So lots of moisture and lots of rain in the hill country in the last couple of days, Monday and Tuesday. Now it is Wednesday. Today's forecast will be in the upper 80s, lower 90s, a little bit of sunshine and a couple of hit or miss showers and storms. And let's take a look at this forecast model. Let's actually switch up the model and let's see if we can see what the better initialization is happening either between. This is the graph. Let's go to the HRRR. HRRR is initializing a little better. So through 1 p.m., a couple of heavy downpours around the area, maybe south and southeast of downtown. Those could be heavy at times. but notice the rain's not everywhere. The hill country should primarily be dry today, but around the city, around San Antonio, between here, Pearsall, Cotulla, Seguin, Floresville, there will be a couple of downpours with the heating of the day, and then I would say after sunset we dry out. Tomorrow, very similar, a couple of hit or miss downpours, most of the rain along the coast towards Houston and Galveston, and I think rain chances really start to ramp up by Friday, Saturday, and Sunday as another upper level system drops in from the north, and that'll stay over the Lone Star State through Sunday, keeping our rain chances high. So Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, weather impact alert days, highs 80s because of more cloud cover. We love to see this because it's usually in the triple digits this time of year. Matter of fact, this is the hottest time of year between now and mid-August. We're in the hottest time regarding average highs in San Antonio and across the northern hemisphere as well. But anyway, Friday 88, 87 Saturday, scattered rain, a few thunderstorms that will be heavy in intensity through Saturday and Sunday. And here's your extended forecast, which does include the weather impact alert days. Today 89, a little bit of sunshine with some cloud cover. Winds probably 5 to 10 miles an hour. Weather impact alert days. Again, tomorrow will be a couple of downpours around, just like today, while most of us staying mostly dry, but a quick downpour that could produce about a ½ inch of rain will be possible. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, the intensity and coverage does ramp up. Localized flooding will be possible through Saturday night and Sunday evening. And with the heating of the day, highs in the upper 80s, that'll help fuel a couple more heavy downpours. Scattered 60%. But again, if your neighborhood, if your side of town gets in on this downpour, it could be heavy. It could add to the rain with another 1 to 2 inches of rain in a short amount of time. So we'll keep it on the forecast a little longer. Guys, have a safe Wednesday, and we'll see you next time.